Really exciting product that we have that we're going to be introducing to you. You know, there was a time that if you had hearing loss, you only had one choice. It was to spend a lot of money, go to a fancy doctor, and then get even fancier hearing aids that were ginormous. I remember my grandmother had hearing aids, and it was like this big thing that went over her ear like this. And I remember her being really self-conscious about it, and I know it cost thousands and thousands of dollars. Well, very, very recently, the laws have changed. There was literally an act. It was in August of 2017. It's the Over-the-Counter Hearing Aid Act. And then in October of 2022, they made it like these laws that made the FDA like saying, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to make it more accessible for more people. And this particular company, MDHearing, is at the forefront of that. Everybody that works there is an audiologist, a doctor, and they created this. This is not an amplifier. This is not something you put in your ear that makes everything louder. This is literally a hearing aid that makes voices clearer. The dialogue on the television show you're watching, clearer, crisper, able to discern the different vowels and consonants and hear what's going on, where you become part of the action again and you don't feel like you're left out all the time. What we do here at HSN is we are able to partner with them, and they've already had their mission as making it affordable, and we've doubled down on that, doing a big sale price of $279.99. We are doing, I know, 5 flex pay, because everything's 5 flex pay, and also we're doing something that's very unusual, is a 45-day trial. Everything you buy at HSN, you have 30 days, but we're doing 45 days. We want everybody to get a chance to use this and talk about it. We're going to have a nice discussion about it with our expert. Dr. Sandra is here. Dr. Sandra is from the company. She has worked there for over a decade, and you actually help create these hearing aids that our customers are going to be getting. Now, I have worked here for 17 years, and I wear something in my ear called an IFB, which my producer and my director talked to me. Now, it's all well and good, but after 17 years, me and my coworkers have noticed hearing loss is one of the things. Nobody said that day one, but yeah, I can hear you. My director's like testing 1, 2, 3. I can hear you. I can hear you. But I do have some. You know, it's not something I need to spend $10,000 for. No. But I do, like when my husband talks to me, I'm like either I'll turn my ear and say what with the good ear. Right. I call it the good ear.
Yeah, yeah. Or if you're in the car and you're the one driving, then you have your good ear to him. But if you're the passenger, not as much. So,
exactly.
Yeah, makes it hard to have a conversation.
You're actually facing the good ear, so this worked out for me, so I can hear what you're saying.
Wonderful.
So the laws have changed.
The laws have changed, yes. So we have been a company for 17 years, so we sold direct to consumer before this law changed. But then in 2017, like you said, the FDA said, okay, we're going to do this OTC hearing aid law. And in October of 2022 is when everything became legal. So we're an FDA registered company, which means we have very strict laws. We have to follow very strict requirements. All of our hearing aids take months, if not years, to develop. So this one in particular took about 8 months. That's kind of on par. Some of the other ones take up to 2 years to develop, and that's to meet all of those FDA requirements. And that just takes time and testing.
All right, so first of all, I want to tell everybody that we don't have a bazillion of these. I have 340 of these available. So when you get this and you get this home, and Dr. Sandra is going to talk you through it, you have 45-day trial. So you can use it. If you don't love it, you can return it. You get your money back. So I just wanted to let you know. But also there's something really incredible about this product is it comes with kind of a exclusive customer service experience. So the phone number that comes with this, when you call up and you're like, hey, I'm a customer, I got this, I'm confused, I don't know how to the person on the other end of the phone isn't like the guy who's your paper boy.
No,
it's a real audiologist
it's
like
a real,
you.
Yep, it's a real audiologist or a licensed hearing instrument specialist. We have about 30 on staff. So when you call in, you're talking to someone that has had 10+ years of experience, and they're all US based. So So you're going to talk to my friend Debbie. She's right here in Florida. You're going to talk to Jeff. He's out in Colorado. You're going to talk to someone that is a licensed professional that has spent over 10 years in clinic, and they come to work with us because they can help so many more people, which is really why we got into this in the first place.
All right,
to help
so
people.
I have like 1,000 questions. First of all, how do I know I need something like this?
So if you have mild to moderate hearing loss, that's what it's designed for. And common signs of hearing loss are feeling like people are mumbling, feeling like you're missing out, or you're turning the volume up on the TV or the volume up on the radio. Those are all early signs of hearing loss.
You know, I don't know what we're allowed to say on TV and what we're not allowed to say on TV, because I'm not a doctor, by the way. Let me just make that clear. I'm not a doctor. I'm a TV show host. But I've read a lot of things about how hearing loss isn't great for you in lots of ways.
Absolutely. So there's a great study out of Johns Hopkins called the ACHIEVE study, and I highly recommend anybody take a look at it. But it linked hearing loss to all sorts of things: depression, isolation, social anxiety, even loss of wages. But the great thing about the ACHIEVE study was that it showed when you treated hearing loss with hearing aids, your risk factors for all those things, especially dementia and anxiety, dropped. So that was a really great study, and really just more proof that, you know, what audiologists have been saying for years: if you have hearing loss, treat it.
Treat it, right. And I think before it was not $56 and free shipping and handling on FlexPay. It was like this whole thing.
Yes.
But we're going to take a listen. This is a demonstration of with MDHearing and without. So let's take a listen.
Played out in the sandbox and I made a big castle. Then we went inside and had soup for lunch. Chicken noodle is mine.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm pretty good. How are you? Are you excited for vacation?
Yeah, we're going to the Finger Lakes this year. Have you ever been there?
I haven't. Where are they?
It's home to amazing parks and restaurants and fabulous attractions like the Field Museum, the Museum of Science and Industry, the Adler Planetarium, and the Shedd Aquarium.
See, I love that video because it's not like, oh, stuff is louder with this.
No,
it's a different technology.
It's the clarity. That's the difference. Is amplifiers make everything louder. When you have hearing loss, you don't need it louder. You need it more clear. And that's exactly what this product does.
All right, well, take me through this. Let's say I buy it here today at HSN.
Yep.
This box comes in the mail. What do I do?
So the box is going to come in the mail, and what you're going to do is the first thing you're going to do is charge it. So there's a little charging port at the bottom. We give you the charger. We even give you the brick. I don't know the last time you bought something, but
I was going to say, no one includes the brick anymore.
No one includes the brick anymore. It drives me nuts. So
Yeah,
we
me
include
too.
the brick because we don't want to drive anybody nuts. So you're going to charge it up. The aids are going to come with some charge, but it's nice to just charge them up, get the full effect. There's little lights on the charging case, and that will tell you how charged it is. So when all the lights are lit up green, you are good to go. And one charge is going to last you all day, plenty of time. Then you just put it in your ear. And I don't know if you noticed, but when you look head on, you can't see that I'm wearing one, and I've been wearing one this entire time. So it's that small.
It is teeny tiny, you know, because I was going to say, I remember my grandmother's hearing aid. It looked like it was like this, and it kind of sat on top of her ear like that, and it was flesh colored, you know, but it came up like here and was all the way around. I mean, that looks tinier than the littlest earbud.
It is tiny, and I don't know if they can get a shot of my ear here.
Yeah, we'll get a close up in there, and you guys can see that.
Yeah,
so it is. You've got long hair, like we wouldn't even have known that unless you pointed that out.
Yeah, it is tiny, and it's so easy to just take it in and out. And that's it.
And then do you take it in and you put it in and you charge it at night?
And you
when
charge
you
it
sleep?
at night when you sleep.
Just like
your
other
phone.
electronics,
Yep, absolutely.
everything else.
And when you put it in, it's just this easy. Just put it in like that. You pick the volume that you like, and you go about with your day. Go on with your life.
What about people have different size ears? Obviously, everybody has different size everything.
Yep.
How does that work?
So it's going to come with medium domes on it, because you got to start somewhere. May as well start right in the middle.
Okay.
And it has small and large domes as well. So depending on the size of your ear canal, you can pick. I happen to wear the small. I have really tiny ear canals. My dad has larger ear canals. He wears the large.
Okay.
So you just get to pick your size. It's very easy to change. You just peel it off, put a new one on.
Do you know, I think that some people, I don't know where I got this in my head, but I thought, you know, I better not have any sort of hearing assistance, because when you use hearing assistance, it makes your hearing worse.
No.
I don't know where do you know what I mean? Like, it's like I think, oh, then I better wait as long as I can.
Right.
I bet you I'm not the only person who thinks that.
I'm sure you're not. I've heard that before as well. And quite honestly, the opposite is true. So if you wait to treat your hearing loss, your chances of improvement go down. So if you don't use it, you lose it. You've heard that principle before. It's the same thing with hearing. If you don't use it, your ability to understand speech actually declines over time. So in my perfect world, as soon as someone noticed they had hearing loss, they would get a hearing aid, and then you'd be able to maintain your speech understanding for much, much longer and actually prevent some hearing loss.
I feel like it's the people around you who notice it.
100%.
Because I didn't really notice it till my husband says, how come you can't hear me when I talk over here, but you can hear it? And I was like, oh, that's the side where I have that IFB thing in my ear for 17 years. And
yes, absolutely.
I bet you people who work like news anchors or security people that have that, or people that worked around music.
Absolutely.
And it's not even necessarily an age thing, right?
No, not necessarily. Although age does play a role.
Yeah.
So the older we get, if you are 50 plus, you have a 25% chance of having hearing loss.
I'm totally 50 plus. I'm 60 plus, so I'm definitely in that.
If you're 80 plus, you have a 50% chance.
Really?
So age does play a part, but anything noisy that we do. So for women, our hair dryers or mowing the lawn, anything where you can't have a conversation.
I don't ever mow the lawn, but I definitely do the noisy hair dryer.
Yes, yes.
Zero lawn mowing, but yeah.
Any sort of conversation that you can't understand from this level is too loud. Any sort of noise that you couldn't have a conversation at this level means it's too loud.
Do you know, I find that also I'm distracted by chattering. Like when I'm out here on live TV, if people are around the studios, if I hear like people chattering, I can't discern that from you. Like I have to have everybody quiet except what I'm doing right here.
Yep.
Is that something?
It is, absolutely. It's a very common sign.
Wow. I'm being diagnosed right now, America. I'm saying, so if this is you, if you've had any of these questions, get it home. Try it. You've got 45 days. We usually do 30 days. We're doing a 45-day trial. Get it home and go about your life. See how it improves your life, and think about the things, I mean, again, I'm not a doctor, but I have read the study, the Johns Hopkins study that you're talking about. You guys can look it up on the internet. It's public knowledge about how hearing loss affects other things and not, one of the things, I mean, I take my Andrew Lessman vitamins for my memory and brain health. This is kind of along that line, is hearing everybody and being part of what's going on. And it's at $56 to get home. This is the best price anywhere. You can't get a better price anywhere. And this is a company, this is all they do. This isn't a, like a headphone company that also makes, hearing aids. Everyone who works at this company is in the audiology business, in the business of hearing aids. And this isn't amplification, this is clarification, which is very, very different. And you actually are one of the people that actually designed the product that's here.
I am, absolutely. So I do months and months of testing and development, and we look at lots of different things and lots of different factors before we bring anything to market. And I actually think we have some testimonials from some customers.
I would love that. Jen, do we have that? Testimonials? Let's take a listen, and then we'll be right back.
So far, my experience has been excellent with the hearing aids. They've given me no problems. The charger is great. These are the real deal. They're very good.
I am extremely happy.
And I liked that it was extra small and that it was in ear.
I'm finding it simple to use. I would highly recommend this for anybody.
MDHearing remotely was outstanding, with outstanding service.
They seem to work. They work. I can hear noises that I couldn't normally hear or sound, and I'm pretty confident.
If someone asked me about purchasing these hearing aids, I would say yes.
Something that I love about those testimonials is they're not paid testimonials. When you get a lot of emails from us, we do a lot to try to support the customer in advance. So when someone has had their hearing aids, we say, hey, by the way, if you want to, let us know how it's going, then let us know. And these are all videos that customers, you can tell, took on their own and sent in to us to let us know.
So you're saying there wasn't like high-end production value?
No,
it was people's cell phones. Just take it. I love it.
Yes.
We were also talking about that this comes with an extra charger.
It does, and that's part of why this is such a great value, because normally you just get the one charger, and for the HSN customers, they actually get the extra charger, which is great. You can have one in your bedroom, you can keep one in the car if you have to go out of town or something. You always have that extra charger with you.
I think we've got an IPS for this, Jen. An IPS is an if purchased separately, where you show each item and then you see how much it is. Let's show that on the screen. So it's $299. $497. We're already at, you know, a sale price of $279. The additional charging case is $100, and this is the only place where it's included.
It's the only place where it's included, correct. We've never done this except for HSN.
So it's almost $400 value you're getting for $56 on FlexPay. And like I said, we only have a couple of hundred of these to go around. And I will say that, yes, it was legal for us as a retailer to sell it, but we are super picky about what brands that we have had on air. I think you might be my first that I've ever presented of a hearing. Maybe I did another one maybe a year or so ago, but I know that we're really, really picky because this is a really important item, and we want you to be satisfied. We want to know that we feel confident it's from a company that this is their business, and this company has been around. I know that you were like an early employee here too.
I was employee number 4.
Okay, wow.
It was employee number 4. I've been here for a long time.
I'm employee number like 12,000 here, but yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's really important. And you know, I say in the old days, but it wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago. No,
like 2016. You had to go to a doctor, so pay that fee. Then get it, thousands and thousands of dollars. Not everybody has the insurance.
No, and it's the accessibility factor, right? It's the cost, of course. It's also the driving. It takes multiple visits to clinic to be fit properly, and this you can do everything from your home. And if you do have questions, just call customer support. We want to help you. You can call, text, email, video chat, however you want to communicate. Customer support wants to communicate with you. They're all licensed professionals working from around the country, all in the U.S.
No, is there like a downloadable app where you pair, like, so you don't have to have a degree in computer science to figure any of that out?
Absolutely not. No app needed. You don't have to download anything. You really just charge it, put it in your ear, and you can go about your life.
And there's no volume button?
There is a volume button.
And where is it?
It's on the aid itself.
Oh, it's on the aid itself?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it's on the aid itself. So all you have to do is just press the volume when you want to make a change. That's it.
So that's literally it?
Literally it.
So
it's that easy.
How will you, I know the battery life goes on forever and ever, but how do you know if you're losing battery life?
So if you happen to be wearing the aid long enough in a day to actually lose battery life, and you don't sleep at night,
you're up for 24 hours.
You know, if you're going 24 hours, it will beep at you to let you know.
Oh, okay.
But you'd have to be awake for a long time in order to even hear that. What most people do, you know, your regular 12, 15, 16, 18-hour day, at the end of the day, just put in the charger. It will charge overnight for you, put in the next day, it'll last all day.
All right, and I know, by the way, I want to welcome in all the new customers that are shopping at HSN for the very first time that are buying this. I think we have 31 new customers just in this airing, just for this product.
Wonderful.
Because I don't think you would go to another retailer like one of those big box store or anywhere else. I've never seen anything like this anywhere else as sold anywhere.
No, we don't do anything with big box retailers. Everything's online. That keeps our costs down. And coming to HSN was a big step for us.
Wow. So there's only 270 orders left. I think we might even sell it out. We have 200 people in the ordering process. This might be the one and only presentation that we do. And believe me, we will try to get it back. I don't know. I know that they're very careful on their end what retailers they sell because they want to make sure all the information I'm giving you is correct. And this is over the counter. That's what OTC stands for. It's like there's some medication that's over the counter and some you need a prescription for. And you notice in your life some prescriptions you used to have to get a doctor's note for, and now you can buy it over the counter. And they're the same thing.
Same thing.
This is like that.
It is.
It is the same. It's the same thing. It's
same technology.
It's a genuine hearing aid that you don't have to jump through 25 hoops and join the circus.
Absolutely.
All you have to do is call the number on your screen, and we'll send it out to you. And then you use it. You have 45 days. We usually do 30 days. We're giving you a little extra time. Actually, MDHearing is giving you the extra time.
We do, yes. 45-day trial. It takes 21 days for you to get used to something new, so we want to give you that extra time.
So when I get this home and start using it, do you recommend I pop it in 24/7 in the beginning, or use it for a few hours and not, or use it when I go to a noisy restaurant, or what do you think?
I would say wear it all day.
Wear it all
Put it
day.
in, wear it all day, get used to it. Because if you save it, if you only wear it during those times when you need it, your brain isn't going to be adjusted. So when you get it home, put it in, charge it up, put it in, find your right volume, and then wear it and give your brain a chance to get used to it, because it is going to take a little bit of time to do that.
Okay, well, I'm hearing we only have 263 left. I feel like you all watched the entire presentation, and now you're all jumping in at the exact same time and buying it. There's 250 left now, and that's all we have. We don't have any. We don't have any other models. We don't have any other brand. We have not. This is it. This is it. And all you have to do is order it, get it home, start using it. As Dr. Sandra said, just start in, just go all in and wear it all day. And how do you know what the right volume is? How do I do?
That is an excellent question. So if you have someone, if you have a listening companion, someone that you're talking to on a regular basis.
A listening companion? That's what I'm going to call my husband from now on.
There you go,
my listening companion.
Someone that you're going to be talking to. When you put it in your ear, just adjust the volume until that person sounds comfortable from about 3 feet away. When they do, then you know you're at the right spot. You can also use the TV if you don't have an in-house listening companion.
Okay, so comfortable from about 3 feet away.
Yep.
And then that's what I adjust
your
that
volume.
volume.
Yep.
So will this help with, because I find that also when I'm in a restaurant and all these people are talking around me, I honestly have to stare at my husband. I feel like I'm lip reading.
Yeah, you probably are.
Yeah, because I can't discern the crowd noise from him.
This will absolutely help with that. So just like you said, it has all the things that the more expensive aids does. It has the feedback reduction. It has the noise reduction. That's the big one for that noisy environment, is the noise reduction.
I remember my grandmother, who was, a very stylish woman, being very self-conscious about the hearing aid.
Yes.
It was like a whole thing, and we couldn't get her to wear the hearing aid until she was much older. And it looked like, honestly, it was like this big, huge cuff. It was very, this is so, and I know you're wearing it right now. I didn't even, you can't even see it. It's completely, it's like everything else. Like, the telephones used to be giant, and now they're like a little cell phone. Like all of this technology has gotten better and better and better and better. And then here we are over the counter, and the price has actually gone down and down and down. I was thousands and thousands of dollars, and not everybody could afford it.
Absolutely not. Not everyone can afford it. And just getting hearing aids. So going to those appointments, taking time off work, having someone drive you if you're not a person that drives, those are all part of the things that made me join the company. I had a family member, my grandfather. We had to take him, or he ended up not getting hearing aids, so we had to shout at him, and that was very uncomfortable as a child to, shout it at a person that I loved and respected. So that was part of what made me decide to join the company.
You're mad at them.
Right, and you're not.
You're not mad at them.
No.
You're trying to have them listen, or the TV that's so loud, and then no one else can focus. I'm watching the counter. I know we have 200 people in the ordering process, and it looks like we have about